Welcome to the Genius Talk podcast. I'm your host Atul Raj, and today's our guest is Dr. Jacopo Iaseillo, a multimillionaire real estate investor with over 350 deals, author of the Amazon best-selling book Healthy, Rich, and Happy, and the creator of the MPBE Method. His book is also endorsed by Billionaires with a B and two multimillionaire real estate investors. Jacopo, welcome to the show.
Thank you to invite me, and I hope so. We have a perfect connection to share our message to your audience.
Yeah, awesome. So tell us about your book, Healthy, Rich, and Happy.
Yeah, the book is about how it's possible becoming a multimillionaire and create wealth through two kind of way. Like first of all, now I believe first of all in create something internal where I call MPBE, meditation, morning, pray, biohacking, and exercise. After this method build calm, energy, and power when you need. And this method is necessary to have the energy to go after what you need. And in the book, I explain the two parties need to be connect, but in reality they are disconnect because first of all, you need to create your part inside with this method. And second of all, through the real estate, the way how I becoming financial free, how I travel the world, how I enjoy my family, how I help people, the way my vehicle is real estate. And this book is something really unique because I believe possible change people's life. And I'm so honored to have one billionaire endorse the book. Is my best friend, and other two, they are two really expert in real estate. And this book is really something unique because the intention from me is not coming to ego, but it's coming from contribution.
Okay, so tell our listeners, how did you go from Nepal to building a deep relationship with billionaires and multimillionaires? What's your networking secret?
Yeah, it's not life is about no secret. People they think about life you have a secret, you don't understand how it's working in life. And this is what is really the life. Life is about create connection, really connection, starting with the genuine open heart and continue to build this relationship during the time and the year. Now, how I create, I am from really young age, really creative. Creative means somebody think about outside the box to find a way how connect with this human being. The first time I think about how connect with these people is when I take my PhD in economic over here in Italy, where I am right now to enjoy time with my family. What's happening at that time, I think about, I am already an entrepreneur in the jewelry space, and I already create success in this space. But what's happening, try to understand my question, I repeat in myself, how I possible connect with the people at the next level in my life. At that time, the solution is interview people like a podcast, but it's not a podcast at that time, to understand how they're becoming successful in their life. And I spoke with my professor at that time to create a document to share with other people in the university. And this one started in this way. I started to create relationship with people with more experience. And from over there, I working every day, because without working every day is no other solution in life, to create and build this continued relationship, find these people through in now connection. But now I establish the connection with these people. Why? Because I understand the first principle in our life is this: don't ask before you give. Because if you read all the big book, if you are Hindu, the Bhagavad Gita, if you are Christian, the Bible, or if you are Muslim, the Quran, whatever, you will find something important. First of all, give, and after you will ask. And I do every time this, and the door of life is open for me and will be more bright because I utilize this, because I believe in this.
Okay, so I have a lot of questions from our subscribers related to real estate. So the first question was, if I want to do investment, which one would be the best option to buy a land or a flat?
Yeah, this is a good question, and I will share with you something important. Now, if you are somebody capable to add the value to people, because the secret is this one. In real estate, like in life, when you becoming a person add the value to other human being, you becoming so important and indispensable. And for this reason, I will tell you my step and my strategy. I started with a single family apartment to flipping, because when I arrive in United States, I already create part of my money, but I need more velocity for my money, and I started to flip it. Now, if you will ask to me right now, am I 41 years old with all this experience in the back, I will tell you to speed it up the process, to starting to invest after you create your cash in multifamily. But before to running fast your money and have the possibility to create wealth, the flipping is the first step, because people, they forgot about something. In real estate, to buy something, you need money plus other people money plus bank. Now, if you starting from zero, you have one solution to start to put in the game of real estate. The one solution is add the value to people like me, like investor, where you find opportunity and you share with me, and I give a percentage of the deal. When you started to make your own money through this kind of flipping is the word of selling in general. People in real estate talk about bird dog. People, they find opportunity for other people. And when you generate money, the second step, so important, is create cash flow. Now, how you create cash flow? When you invest in multifamily. In which kind of multifamily is important to invest? 4 unit and up is the minimum, because it's so important. More you have create cash flow where you possible put the down payment, more have you the possibility to buy something important where generate cash flow and becoming financial free. Quindi, first of all, flipping to generate cash flow, to generate cash in your bank account. Second of all, you transfer this money you create in the cash flow. How? When you to buy multifamily. And the third part, when you already have enough money, an excedent of money, you will buy land where you have the possibility in 3-5 years to grow your wealth, if you buy in the correct process, in the correct step, in the correct area, with the possibility to study before.
So, how do I know if the property that I'm trying to buy is worth it, or overpriced, or underpriced?
It really is. In real estate, we utilize comps. Comps is the way how everybody they possible understand if makes sense buy or no make sense buy. Now, my personal strategy is to try to buy from the market price minimum 30% under. And this one, why? Because when something happening like right now, market is slowing in where I have the principal investment in Florida. And when the market is slowing, you have the gap. If something happen, to reduce the price and sell the property. It really is important to buy with, discount price minimum 30%. Easy? No. But if possible, yes, because I do every day this.
Okay. So, what's your approach to choosing the right location for investment?
The right process is really the first part of my method. I have this method to build wherever I need to build. First of all, is research. Second of all, grow. Third of all, do action. People, they forgot, because they think about, I research, I grow, and after they do action. And the fourth one is contribution. Now, how I find research? Research is the most important way to build something in our life. Dedicate time and effort and energy to have clear attention plus intention in what you will do, and you will succeed in life.
Okay. So, do you have any advice for people who are buying their first home?
Yeah. If people they want to buy the first home, I will tell them, don't buy your first home. Buy your first home only if you have the intention to resell the property. Why? Because people, normal human being, people, they don't understand the financial part in life. They think about have a job, have a family, and buy the first property. Now, what's happening when you do something like this, you will lose one part of your wealth because wealth is divided in what you have plus what the bank give to you. Now, if you have the possibility to have a regular job, have down payment, and the possibility to access to bank wealth, but remember, United States, the most important and beautiful country in the world to invest, you have the possibility to invest without money, with other people money, in a way how I explain inside the book. And like the most important part is try to buy when you want to buy something not to live, but to flipping and to make money.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so how can I ensure that when I'm buying a property, I don't get scammed?
Yeah, like the scam is a really no working real estate, and I explain why. You have a different way to buy property. For example, I am expertise in auction, okay? And in auction, you possible have this kind of problem where the title on the property is not clear, have some kind of problem, or whatever. But when you buy, this is already another level of real estate when you buy in the auction. The first level is try to find opportunity directly to people with send a letter, cold calling, whatever is the process, is different kind of process. And after what's happening, when you need to close the property, you will have a company called title company where they research the clear title and they will tell you, hey, you have the possibility to buy this property because don't have any kind of issue in this property. Really easy. You don't need to do. What you need to do, what you need to focalize in reality is find opportunity. This is how you add the value to other people and add the value to yourself.
So, what's your thought? Like, which one is better investment? Uh, Real estate or a stock?
I think so, like, depend of your capacity to risk, okay? If you ask to myself, I becoming wealth to real estate. And, material, they appreciate during the year, like gold, silver, platinum. This is the way how people, they becoming rich. You have one issue in real estate that is happening to me every time, happening to me right now too, means real estate have cycle. You have a cycle where you sell the property in 10 days. You have a cycle where you sell property in 1 month. You have a cycle where you sell property in 6 months. You have a cycle where properties don't sell. Now, why I tell this? You need to have the capacity to understand real estate is the most powerful way to becoming wealth, but you need to have one important characteristic. Be patient, be understand how it's going in the market and take the advantage where the market is going and wait when the market is not going well.
Okay, so you are huge into biohacking. So, what does your daily protocol looks like? So, do you have any advice related to biohacking?
Yeah, like biohacking is something really helpful in my life to try to make realize whatever I have in my mind, in my heart, to becoming reality. And something is really important I utilize every day. Biohacking is the way to hack your body, your mind, to obtain more quality of life and success in different aspect of our life. I believe to have in the 12 aspect of our life success, not only in the material part. I believe in the family. I believe in relationship, in love, in friends. This is the 12 aspect I believe. And the one thing really important for me, really big changing, I utilize, for example, cold shower every day in the morning when I wake up because trick my capacity to decide to go after my dream to when I don't feel it. And this is what's happening. When you do cold shower in the morning for 3 minutes, something happening in your body, in your nervous system and everything means something unique, because what's happening, you started to have fear to go under the water, cold water, and this help. This is a free hack I share with you. But I have other kind where I utilize device like Brain Tap is a device I utilize with meditation. Meditation is another biohacking. I have control of what I do through this ring called Aura, where I utilize every day and to understand my body and my mind based on what I do the day before, where I going. And this is all different kind of aspect of biohacking. But I believe in don't be connect to device, but I believe you be the own your device. If tomorrow I will lose Aura, I don't have brain type or I don't have this kind of instrument, I will be capable to create the same energy, the same mind through my body and my mind, through my body and my mind.
So, do you use any kind of supplement to stay sharp or focused?
Yes, I utilize Biohacking. It's from my friend Naveen Jain. He's an Indian billionaire, where he created this company. Really helped me because what's happening, expect other kind of integration I utilized before, give me more possibility to utilize the correct measurement of integration for myself. And why? Because this company, I don't have any kind of interest with Viome, only the friendship with the owner, where, this kind of, the product, they are specifically utilize and create for your own self. Why? Because you do testing before of your, saliva and other part of our body, where technically they control which is your characteristic, and they will prepare for you this kind of supplement.
So, have you noticed a direct relationship between your health habits and your business results?
Would you tell me, sorry?
Have you seen any kind of direct link between your health and your business results?
Absolutely, yes. Without health, you don't possible becoming wealth. This is reality. This means I believe in this. Or if you becoming wealth without health, you will have, no happy life. For me, my goal is to continue to create more wealth, to help who I love, first of all, give to them what the maximum I possible give, and share with more people as possible. But I want to be health, because health is the most powerful value we have in our life, and we recognize only when we have some kind of problem. Because around myself, I have different kind of healthy issue. I understand the value of this, and I become so focalized to be well, to be health and wealth. But first of all, health.
Okay. So, you talked about building success from inside out. What does that really mean?
It means something. You have two options in life. One option is go through how I going through in my first part of my life, where I've been egocentric and egoistic, like the majority of humanity, unfortunately. Or not because I am better, but or you have the second option to don't go through all this suffering emotionally, physically, mentally, whatever, have some kind of instrument to build when something happening external, you're resilient and you're calm. Because what's happening in life is like the similar like you are in the ocean, like with your boat. Okay, when everything is calm, life is beautiful with bright light. But when something happening in your life, everything triggering inside you, if you are want becoming an entrepreneur, being an investor, being somebody have different kind of life, where you are not somebody follow the people, but you create your own path. You need to understand you will not don't have every time like something like this, but you will have something like this. And the problem is this one: when something go down, at that time you need something to have the correct energy. And if you don't have any kind of instrument, I call the good routine, respect at the bad routine, you will be on the ocean like with the wave. With something really structured, really utilized every day, you will feel, but for small amount of time, and you will have at the same time clarity, the direction where you need to go.
I know that we are running out of time, but if you can you talk about like what routine that you have?
What?
What routine? You're
What
talking
routine?
about a
Yes,
routine.
I
Yeah.
wake up every day where I am every day from 4:35 p.m. and I do meditation, pray, biohacking and exercise. The four pillar I will explain inside the book. But inside the book, I don't explain only these four pillars coming from me because I am a sensible but pragmatic investor. What this means, when I started to utilize many years ago this technique, and I see some big result in my life, I started to realize something. Okay, something for me working. Now let me understand if science, if university, if doctor, people they have this kind of skill, they support what's happening to me. And I realize I go, I find the information, I put inside the book, and everything I tell is not coming from my mouth, but is coming from university science. All four pillars I explain, I share with you, and I explain deeply inside the book, something unique to utilize every day. Now, you have two choices in life. Utilize a do good routine or bad routine. The bad routine, like a lot of the majority of people they do, they drink, they go the night really late in life, whatever is the case, they will bring you some kind the darkness. The other one I explain inside the book, you need to find and understand. For example, in the book I explain, for me it's so important wake up early in the morning, but for you, you have probably another phototype of human being where you wake up maybe in the afternoon. Everybody need to choose the time to utilize the method, but for sure the four pillar I explain in the book is working because it's demonstrated scientific. The connection, for example, with the prey create this divine connection. Is not theoric, it's realistic. When you feel sad and you connect with something more important of you, and you believe with all your heart, you position it, your mind, your body, your energy to go in the direction where you need to go. And this is why this technique is working and why ancestral human beings, the most successful, they use this kind of technique.
Okay, awesome. So for our listeners and people who are watching this, where can they get your book?
They're possible find and they need to buy this book because I believe in something important. This book will change your life if you will read. And I ask yourself, like other people, to buy this book. Why? For two reasons. First of all, if you read with attention and intention and you do action, you will obtain success with this information inside. Second of all, because through this book I help one association called Hermano della Calle in Miami, where I give all the money to this association, and I already help them with some my property where I give a less rental price because they help homeless people to have more dignity. And this is so important. When you becoming light, you need to share, and when you share, your wealth becoming more powerful.
Yeah,
And
I will
how
get.
is pop find? They're possible find in Amazon with healthyrichandhappy.com or through my website, healthy rich and happy.
Awesome. Okay, so I will going to get that book, and I know our listener will too.
Thank you. I really appreciate.
Awesome, Jacopo. I've taken a lot of notes, and I know our listeners have taken too. So this is Atul Raj from Genius Talk podcast with Dr. Jacopo. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you on the next one.
Have a wonderful day, guys.